know that I need it. Girl, don't conceal it.
Good morning all, it's a morning where I am right now. Welcome to another show here with your host Rob E.T. Tamati Tuhaka. This is E.T. Radio, and without further ado, let's get into the links. The links of the show we like to say is www.spreaker.com/user/10903668. If you want to get me on the Facebook, that's Rob E.T. Tamatea Tuhaka. Same with YouTube, that's Rob E.T. Tamatea Tuhaka. If you want to get me on a Facebook alternative, that's MeWe, that's Rob Tamatea Tuhaka. We also got the group THI New Zealand as well, for the ones in New Zealand. And also the email address is blattinboy@gmail.com. That's BLATTIN boy@gmail.com. And last but not least, we've got the text service, which is it's a text service only. So if you want to text to say hi overseas or national or locally, the number is 006422 199 6916. Alright, acknowledgements. We like to acknowledge the Truth, Honour and Integrity, which, as I mentioned, the New Zealand page just before. I am running. I'm not the leader, because leader is egotistic, but I am assisting in the New Zealand, since I am in New Zealand pages, just so everything can run smoothly and everything like that. So good old say hi to, just like to say hi to the THI and all that as well. Second and foremost is the Circle of White Light Radio. Like to say hello to you guys as well, with Alan James and Stephen George. Just like to say kia ora from New Zealand. And last but not least is Randy Morgan. Hello there, Randy. Hopefully you're doing good, bro. I understand that you've been in a lot of firing line too, but we'll get there one day, as you know. So yeah, so pretty much the updates for this week. Sorry, I haven't been broadcasting on a regular basis due to the fact of it's funny, every time I go to broadcast, this is been the only one of the successful ones over the past couple of weeks, besides the last one I did. Just a lot of fun and games as well. And, it's just not that great, eh? I mean, you try to do your best to, to please people, but unfortunately you just can't please everybody. So, other than that, just a lot of funny games when it comes to almost broadcasting. Either the internet will go down, my devices will start playing up. So I've got another method that I'm using for now regarding broadcasting. I won't say it over here, so that might get infiltrated as well, but so far so good. And yeah, just been a busy few weeks. Just locally been a busy few weeks. So yeah, sorry, I'm just checking the notifications and all that. The notifications and everything like that, which is not any that I can see, which is great. For Texas, so far so good. So yeah, no, frequencies are rising here. The intuitive information coming to you before it actually alights is actually, I actually noticed it last night, also when I was playing with Google. I told Google to tell me a funny joke. I know it's artificial intelligence and everything like that, but I knew the Joker was going to tell before it told it. Like, I had the thought in my mind for some reason, and I just thought, nah, okay, yeah, held the thought in my mind. And all of a sudden, it said what I was thinking. I don't know if that was me looking into the future or what, but nonetheless, it works. And so, just over the past few weeks, using more intuition. Lately, still in the hermit phase, due to the fact of a lot of people going crazy and having a lot of bullshittery around me, because of as you know, when the frequency rises, it's not a good environment for people that haven't done their shadow work. If you don't do your shadow work, well, guess what? You are going to find it real difficult to cope with what's going to happen in the future. And that's not to be mean. I'm not being mean when I say this, but it's only because you need to get rid of that baggage, the trauma baggage that a lot of us have, including myself. It's not just how can I put it? It is not just I've had a lot of baggage to deal with personally as well in my own personal life, just like everybody else has. But yeah, we just got to stay strong. Stay strong. Don't let anybody tell you what to do unless it's obviously in common sense. But just stay strong. It is going to be a journey. But we'll get through it one day. For the ones that are on the higher frequency, you know who you are. So I don't have to say who you are, because I know who you are. And I know you know who you are, due to the fact of the ones that do their work and all that actually have done the, how can I put it? They have done their work. So, it's all about just developing yourself to be a better person. Everything like that. Oh, a bit of fun and games and that happening with my technology. It's starting to glitch, but hey, we will show them up as per usual, even if we have to. So, all the local stuff are going good. There's been a few negotiations and talks regarding non-terrestrials, ETs, and us here in Gisborne. For the ones who don't know the background story of it, Gisborne is besides many cities, towns, and country and it's a UFO hotspot. So we get a lot of activity due to the fact we're isolated, but there's a lot of negotiations happening and a lot of, and they are aware of the peace treaty that was signed in August back in 2017, because I've made them aware of it, because a lot of the ones here used to abduct a lot of the people, but since I have confronted one of the species around here about the peace treaty, and there'll be consequences if you do that now. A lot of them have decided to work with us. Some are still in the same frame of mind. So just because there's one group that wants to work doesn't mean all groups want to work, because all groups are different. A lot of negotiations happening around here. A lot of positivity, seeing a lot of the people even around in my local area go crazy, the ones that haven't done the shadow work and still in the old phase of drinking, old school way, old style, haven't done their work, just rather drink, everything like that, which is, as there is a whare that does it around here. So, unfortunately, that's just, they'll continue with that. But we'll end on positive notes. I'd like to say thank you again to the THI lot for supporting me. We've got a couple more members in the THI NZ group, so it's growing slowly but surely. So we say keep it up, NZ. We will get there one day, as well as, helping other countries out once we establish ourselves. This will be one of the portals that we'll be using to tell what we're going to be doing in New Zealand, due to the fact of I'm here. So, it's going to be good once it all starts to roll out and everyone starts to come together. Because remember, it's not all about funding at the end of the day. Funding is just one aspect of so many aspects in life, because a lot of the problems that we have in this world is not funding based, it's actually people based, because you don't need funding to love, you don't need funding to care, you don't need funding to cherish and nurture. That doesn't come from funding, that comes from natural, organic, caring. Love is not paid for, it's free, and everything like that. So just remember those things, people. But anyway, you've been listening to Rob ET on ET Radio, and until next time, have a good morning, lunch, afternoon, tea time, night, or day. And until next time, I like to say to all of you, choo-choo. You've been listening to Rob ET on ET Radio.